Southwest has blown up their entire credit card lineup. They've jacked up the fees, they changed the benefits, and their own website makes it a pretty confusing mess whenever you try to compare these cards. You can spend an hour or two trying to figure it out, or you can answer simply one question. Because in this video, I'm going to show you how to ignore the different marketing traps, why 2 of their 5 cards might be a complete waste of money for most people, and reveal the single question that tells you exactly which Southwest credit card you should get. First, let's acknowledge that Southwest is in the middle of a big overhaul, from getting rid of its seating arrangements, adding extra legroom seats, and etc. So let's talk about some of these new benefits that address some of these changes. First, you should know that there are 3 Southwest personal cards that you can get. There's the Plus card with an annual fee of $99, the Premier with an annual fee of $149, and the Priority card with a $229 fee. Every single card now gets you your first check back for free, since those are no longer free, RIP. And that'll be for you and up to 8 different people on your reservation. You'll also get Group 5 priority boarding, because now in their new boarding process, there are a total of 8 different groups to board in. And Group 5 is right above those who purchase the basic and the choice fares, which are 2 of the cheapest fares. And then all the cards let you choose your seats 48 hours in advance in the standard and preferred sections. Now the legroom in these sections are the same. The difference is that you're in the back of the plane for the standard fares versus the front half of the plane for the preferred seats. And now these are solid benefits to have just for holding the card, and they're likely to save you money if you and your family check in bags. But because every card offers this, they aren't going to be the deciding factor in terms of which card you should choose. So for now, we're going to put them aside. But now for the analysis of which personal card that you should get. We're going to completely ignore 2 that the banks and blogs typically focus on. First is the bonus points you earn as select spending categories at places like gas stations and restaurants. Why are we ignoring these? Because I would rather you put that spending on a different card that earns flexible points, transferable points, like on a Chase Sapphire Preferred, a Chase Freedom Flex, or an Amex Gold, etc. You earn more points per dollar by doing so. For example, the Chase Sapphire Preferred gives you 3x points on all restaurants and online groceries. And if you earn Chase points, you can transfer those points over to Southwest and book your flights from there. And furthermore, you have the freedom to also use them at a dozen other airlines and hotel partners, which is always good to have in your back pocket. And now the second benefit I don't want to put too much weight on is this new 10% and 15% flight discounts on the Plus and Premier cards. They're definitely a good bonus, and it sounds good in theory, but the catch is, if you're the type of person that always books the cheapest basic fare, that's me, then you should know that the price difference between a basic and a choice fare is often way more than just the 10 and 15% you'd save. And if you're like me and book most of your travel with points, you already get the main flexibility to change and cancel your flight, which is most important to me. And this makes those more expensive fares less appealing unless you want to choose your seat or want more leg room, which in terms of getting a credit card benefit for that, we're getting there. So when we strip all the marketing fluff away, the decision for which personal card to get, in my opinion, comes down to one simple question. Do you value extra leg room? If your main goal is to get the companion pass with the lowest possible cost, then you should get the Southwest Plus card. It has the lowest annual fee, it gets the job done. It's a no-brainer choice to low cost. If you're flying Southwest often and you enjoy the finer things in life, like up to 5 extra inches in leg room, then the Southwest Priority card is the winner here. This card will give you unlimited extra leg room seat upgrades. The main concern about this perk is that you can only upgrade to extra leg room within 48 hours of your departure from any fare. If you're going on a popular route like to Hawaii or any other flight that's typically full, you'll likely want to pay that up front, because you'll likely see that these seats sell out before that 48-hour departure time. But you just may want to experiment on the routes that you typically fly. So which of these cards is not worth it? It's the Southwest Premier. Honestly, I would say just skip it. It's kind of trapped in the middle. It's not the cheapest and it doesn't have the best perks. I'd say you're better off committing to either the low fee Plus card or the higher value Priority card. And now real quick, before we dive into business cards, if this has been helpful for you so far, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. There are a lot more helpful videos like this one for you to check out. And my name is Michael with Michael Travels. And so now we run into the same logic whenever we apply this to business cards. There's 2 business cards. There's the Premier with the $149 annual fee, and then there's the Performance with a $299 annual fee. The right choice for you is going to depend on if you want that opportunity for extra legroom upgrades again. If you already have the Personal Priority card with its extra legroom upgrade benefit, then there's not really a good reason to pay even a higher annual fee for the top tier Performance business card. Instead of getting the Performance business card, I would pair it with the Premier business card. You'll still get a nice sign up bonus to help secure your companion pass if that's what you're after. You get all the essential benefits, which mostly overlap with the personal card anyway. And of course, you'll save that $150 on the annual fee compared to the performance card. The only time I could think of to really recommend the performance business card are for those who are wanting to maximize on sign-up bonuses from Southwest with both the Premier and the performance business cards, since you are able to hold both of those cards at the same time, which can be recommended if that's one of the better ways for you to hit that companion pass. And so just to clarify things here, you're not able to hold more than one personal card. You can only hold one of the three, but for the business cards, you are able to hold both if Chase and Southwest approves you for those. And something else I want to touch on is Southwest's A-list status. You'll see that some of these cards might be able to get you closer to reaching it, and it's true if you spend a ton of money. You can earn tier qualifying points to get you to the A-list status faster. For example, you earn 2,500 tier qualifying points per $5,000 you spend, and to reach A-list status, you need 35,000 tier qualifying points total. So for most people who travel leisurely just one or a few times per year, I don't really recommend this. Your spending is better used on a flexible points card like I mentioned earlier. The benefits that you're getting from A-list mimic those that you get from a credit card, but you do get access to their priority helpline, which can be useful, but I don't know if it's worth all that extra effort. All right, so let's fast forward a year. Let's say you got the card, you earned a bonus, you go on some trips, and now what? Do you keep it and pay the annual fee for next year, or do you cancel it? My answer is it depends. A perk of all these cards is that you get a little lump sum of points every anniversary that you hold the card, which is pretty sweet for an airline card. The Plus gives you just 3,000 points, and that's worth maybe about $40, but if you have a companion pass, where every flight you fly, you could bring your companion for free, in a way you could think about your points being worth double that. So theoretically, that could be a value of $80, which is a good chunk of change and is nice and all. But I also know it's not the same as saving $99 from your bank account. So the main deciding factor, in my opinion, is do you or your family check bags? If yes, then I think keeping one of these cards is an easy yes. The money you save on bag fees will easily be worth more than the annual fee with the anniversary points included. But what if you're a carry-on traveler? If so, then my question is, do you still value having Group 5 boarding and getting to pick your seat slightly ahead of the rush? If that convenience is worth it for you, then keep the card. But if you are a carry-on traveler who doesn't mind a middle seat, then it is perfectly okay to cancel the card after the first year. If you have the companion pass, you can still use it for its entire validity period, even if you no longer have a Southwest credit card. If you do decide to cancel your card, just be sure to wait till it's an entire full year. Otherwise, you may risk on getting on shaky ground with Southwest and potentially risk getting your points clawed back. And then two, whenever you call to cancel the card, you can ask them if there's maybe a retention bonus available. Sometimes they may offer you some extra points or maybe a statement credit after spending a certain amount of money. It's not super common with Southwest cards that I'm aware of, but it is possible. If you're wondering what I do, I personally would cancel mine, but I kept it specifically so that I have the opportunity to get referral bonuses by referring others to the card. Otherwise, I would cancel it. And so, of course, if you opened a personal and a business card, I can't really think of a good reason to keep both of them long term. I'd recommend canceling one to save on the fees, and that should probably be the business card since they typically have the higher annual fee. And so picking your Southwest card is really that simple. The big question is, do you value the extra legroom benefit and which card you should get to maximize that? And now, if you watched this video and you've been confused by my referencing of the companion pass, then you'll want to watch this video next. It breaks down what the companion pass is, and it's honestly the only reason why I fly Southwest. However, if you want to learn more about Chase points and what I was mentioning about flexible points earlier, then you'll want to check out this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.